Good morning, dudes and dudettes. Today I thought I'd try something a little bit different. A live recording, as in real life. I have a shitload of stuff to do with Bitcoin in the next week or so I figured I'd give a little bit of vlogging a try, and that will give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So, Bitcoin, ASIC machines, things that make money for the stoners. Or at least this particular stoner. These on the sides are blown out Bitcoin miners that I now have 7 replacements on the way for. And then these are D3 miners, which technically aren't Bitcoin, but we'll get into that later. I have a lot of altcoin miners on the way, and I need to do a lot of upgrades. And by a lot of upgrades, I mean a hell of a lot of upgrades, and this is only a portion of it. I'm hoping to get most of this done today, but who fucking knows? I am not really looking forward to this. It's going to be a shitload of work, but I do know there is one way to make the day so much more better. Totally wasn't planned at all. Time to smoke! First things first, let's get him fed. Let's get all 3 of them fed. I've got brand new food for him, gotta scrape it out. 2 bowls on both sides of their hut. It's kinda wet right now, because it rained last night. But I figure let's get all this done early in the morning before they all wake up. I got 1 roamer out now. And in the greenhouse, I got the big guy waking up slowly but surely. Good morning, dude. Let's get them all fed before they start wandering around and wanting food. Ta-da! Just like that. It may look like soggy cereal to you and me, but the little roamers I got running around, they love this stuff, so gotta love that. Clean up all that stuff later. Had another cold snap last night. Got to 40 degrees. Had to improvise some quick insulation for them, but they seem to have been doing just fine. Whoop! Grab that before I leave it off. And on to the next chore for this morning. Back to a place where people will be familiar. Anyone who's tagged along in the live streams will know exactly what the hell this is and how far along I am on it. But, to my first chore today. You'll notice my little turtle tank. Hello, turtle. My little turtle tank is quite dirty, and I just cleaned the big-ass pool filter thing that I have the other day, so I don't think that's the problem. I think instead, it's that sucker, and I already cleaned it too last week, but I think I'm going to put another one. Oh, hello, more turtles. I've got 7 of them in here, so it's pretty easy to find them. This is just a starter tank before anyone gets freaked out. This is just until they get large enough to go into my other 140-gallon pond. I don't want my koi fish and everything else kicking them around. They're just too tiny right now. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Alright, so I need to get this shit figured out, and then I need to actually start on working on Bitcoin stuff today. There is so much crap on my to-do list, and all of it starts with my little friends. Can't forget about the other ones. Got my big old sucker fish, my koi fish, goldfish. Koi fish is a little shy, of course, but you gotta feed all them too. Man, I have too many animals. Here we go. Big guy's on out. I got some nice fresh radish tops for him this morning and some carrots as a side, so let's see what he does. I only feed him vegetables about once a week, but he seems to really enjoy them. So I got some radish tops there, spread out the carrots a little bit along the ground, and see how he does. Good morning, Hermes. Oh, look at that. Snap, pop, he's already going for it. Alright. That's pretty good. I do need to clean him off a little bit, because you may tell he's a little dirty from his past night cold weather. See if I can get him to do a little butt wiggle this morning. Oh, he wants his butt scratched. All good. Gotta love this tortoise. Now on to the actual chores for today. So you'll have to pardon the sound. We are currently in one of my 2 server rooms, and as you can tell, it's a little busy. I have currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 machines running in here, and I would like to have about 9 more. 2 more on this rack, a whole nother rack over here, and then clear out that entire wall of bullshit and put a bunch of AC over there. I don't know if it will necessarily work that way, but I'm certainly gonna try. With all of that, I think we can get the hell out of here, and I'll explain a little bit more where there's a lot less sound. Give me just a moment. Alrighty, you gotta love the miracle of walking like 10 feet away, and suddenly you can hear again. So, this on bottom, right there, that thing is a giant metal shelf. That's gonna be where I put my new machines. I have 6-2 wire, I have receptacles, wall plates, the boxes themselves, I have 10-2 wire, I have conduit pieces, I've got conduit itself, conduit holders, water lines and stuff that I'll get to in a second, brand new 240 breaker box, brand new 240 volt breakers, and a whole bunch of other shit just for adding AC and more machines into that room over there. Okay, with all of that said, that's going to be the second short today because water lines. I actually have stuff I need to do for the tortoises today. Specifically, I need to add misters to their tanks to figure out a way to get more water during the hottest part of the day. And this is where it comes in. I'm going to try to bury a water line, not this water line. This is just because my hose went bad. I'm going to try to bury a water line. I'm going to try to bury an electrical line. I'm going to try to run it out into the middle of the line, or into the middle of the yard, rather, and a bunch of other crap today. Hopefully before around 2 p.m. or so. Maybe 2 p.m. or so? I'm not certain. If I can get all that done before 2, I'm going to move on to this crap. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do today, so let's get started. So here goes nothing. I've done a little bit of fadangling. I've got misters way on over there. I've got misters over there. And I've got misters now in my greenhouse. Now if I can figure out a way to run this electrical line and this water line underground, I'll be perfectly fine, which is what all of this sheet's for. One problem I do have, pardon the blowing sound, because this is close to one of my AC units. You might notice I'm definitely not going to get the 2 o'clock thing. I've spent about an hour and a half fadangling, and I went and did some doorbell repair. So, this is a problem. I can't be using this thing if this leaks, so I need to replace this first. So, off to shut off the water valve. Bam! There we go, water's off, got everything I need, I hope. Let's do this. And with a twist of a wrench, there we go. Ew. All that corrosion in those lines. Alright, I need to rethread tape this, and I've got 2 of these puppies, but I don't think I'm going to use one with the giant flange on the end. There's no real need for it. It's not going to be up against the wall anyway, so I think that'll be it right there. Bam! Alright, water's on. Doesn't appear to really be leaking. Maybe a little bit around the seal here. Oh man! And wait for it. I definitely need to weed eat, but look at it, water flowing. Sweet. I do believe we solved that problem at the very least. On to the next. And just about 1 hour later, I've got a hell of a workout done. Alright, so I'm ready to start laying pipe and electrical, but I realized, as I'm dripping sweat, I don't have enough of these things. I don't have enough couplers, so I'm going to have to go run down to the well house. Since I manage the water systems in this neighborhood, I think I've got a couple of those down there. I'll just have to run about a half mile down the street and see if I can find some of these, and then back to digging. Into the well house we go. Alrighty, I do believe I got some over here somewhere. I hope. Ah, couplers! A whole freaking bag of them. Hell yeah. Back to the house. Alrighty, I think I've pretty much reached the ending point for today. I don't know what time. It's 3:45, so I've only been working for about an hour and 45 minutes out here. But I got the ditch dug. It's not that deep. It's only about 6 inches deep, 8 inches in its max. Mainly because I have a septic line right here and a washing line out there that I don't want to hit. So I think it'll be okay. It's not like there's any major line that I'm running. It only needs to run for about 2 years. I need another 90 degree, and I need some more faucet pieces. Oh, and leveling sand, because I don't want to fill this in without putting leveling sand, because I'll just immediately bust all these pipes. But I think I'm done for today. One hell of a workout. Well, I thought I was done for today, but the moment I walked inside, more fucking packages arrived. I believe this is my Hurricane 480 cubic feet per minute blower, my speed controller, my thermal imaging camera, and my case for said camera, I think. All stuff for the servers. Oh my god, it never ends! But this video does have to end, so I figure I'll end it off with something that we are all looking forward to. The SpaceX rocket, which I am actively pursuing still. We are going to be working on the 3D printer here very soon. I've got another one on order and it'll be here tomorrow. And besides that, I think this is a good place to call it quits. I've had a heck of a day. Didn't really get a lot accomplished, but still feel like I did a lot. Past this, I think I'm going to call it quits and go streaming.